New rig. There she is. So the first thing I did in the restorative process is just go over it with a pressure washer to get a lot of that excess old flaky paint off the boat. You can see a lot of it just coming off here with the pressure washer. It also got a lot of that dirt and grime that built up over years of just sitting outside. You can see it coming off right here. So here's the Jon Boat. I'm getting ready to hit it with a wire wheel to get this paint off. Then I'm gonna go over it with some Gluvit and get it painted the way I want it. So using a wire wheel attachment on my drill, I went over each of the rivets along the bottom, the sides, and the inside of the Jon Boat. I also went over the entire surface of the Jon Boat inside and out with 80 grit sandpaper to smooth the surface down before I painted. After sanding, I went back over the boat with a pressure washer to remove all the dust and flakes that built up from the sanding process. I also went over the entire surface of the Jon Boat inside and out with a wash and wax soap that I got from Advanced Auto Parts to remove any dirt or grime that might remain. Alright, so now that I've got the boat sanded down, I'm going to go over all the rivets with Gluvit to seal off any potential leaks. So you mix it a 5-to-1 ratio of resin to catalyst. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just mixing it into this cup right here. So I got my Gluvit here in a Speedway cup, and I'm just using an 89-cent paintbrush to go over all the rivets to seal the leaks. So you can see here how I went over all the rivets with Gluvit. You're going to want to let this dry for at least 2 days before you paint. So I'll be painting the Jon Boat Green with Alumahawk aluminum boat paint by Seahawk. I'm using a HVLP spray gun I bought from Harbor Freight. I'll be thinning it down with MEK substitute that I got from Amazon, which is also where I got the paint. I'm going to mix it a 10% ratio, or 10% MEK, 90% Alumahawk. So I'm going to be adding 2 ounces of the MEK to this jar and 18 ounces of the Alumahawk to the jar for the spray gun. Got everything hooked up, got the mask on, let's get to it. I'm going to hit it with the second coat. So I bought an O2 Mercury 2.5 off of Facebook. It doesn't run, but it cranks. The guy said it ran before he put it up. Said it's been in his barn for 3 years. So I'm thinking the carburetor's probably gummed up. So I'm gonna yank it off and clean it up and see if I can get it running. So here's the reason it wouldn't start. I just cracked the carb open and it's horrible. All right, so I went ahead and replaced the carburetor. I put a different fuel line in there because the other one was too thick and I could not get it to quit leaking. Got that solved. Let's see if it will start. Works! Boat's done. Got the KY numbers on there. Stickers, got the motor in the back of the truck. Everything's ready to go. Got the live well wired up. Trolling motor. The truck going, hooked up to the truck. There's the motor. We're headed to Chickamauga, fish a tournament.